And hello, everybody. Welcome to this weather briefing this morning. My name is Rob South, and we're going to be talking about a few things today. The first thing today is the severe weather we have ongoing today for parts of the Central Plains. And we're also going to talk about some of the rainfall coming up for these training thunderstorm days of severe weather we're having, as well as the temperature outlook for the next few days. A lot of you will be happy with the cooler weather coming. A lot of you getting some warmer weather as we get in the next few days. So let's start with the infrared satellite wave here. We have some lingering showers and storms from this last big weather um, system we've had. We've had a lot of tornadoes, a lot of wind, a lot of big high winds, especially a lot of damage anywhere really, from parts of Texas all the way up into parts of New England. Anywhere in these areas, really been seeing a lot of wind, tornadoes, and hail, especially in these areas highlighted. So it's been a very busy last couple of days, but we're about to get into a pattern where it's going to continue to stay that busy. So let's go ahead and look at the hazards that we do have for the next couple of days here. As you can see from our map, we do have several hazards here. We have wind and drier conditions here in the south and the southwest for portions of Texas, Kansas, portions of New Mexico, Colorado. We have another winter storm system for parts of the west, and then we also have areas for parts of the Rockies and parts of the upper Midwest. So snowier conditions, continuing through April here as we get into the month really. And then we also have, like we're going to talk about, especially here in a bit, flooding for parts of the upper Mississippi and Ohio valleys. And then we have some fog left over from this morning for parts of the southeast. So looking to be a very active pattern as we really get into the next few days. And let's kind of look at today's severe weather that's causing most of this flooding that we'll be seeing. So today we have an enhanced risk for portions of the Central Plains, Oklahoma into Kansas. This is mostly going to be a all hands on deck type of day. I'm going to see a few tornadoes, very large hail, decent winds, especially on this northern flank of that enhanced parts of Kansas and Missouri. So that's kind of what we're watching for today. We have a slight risk that surrounds that for portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska. So just your classic Central Plains, tornado, wind, and hail setup. It's going to be a little bit more conditional on the tornado side, though. We might not see as many as they're predicting because of some conditions. But with the ample moisture and the ample, jet that's we're going to see through the area, it's going to be something we're keeping an eye on very much so. So let's look at the tornado risk for today. As we can see here, we have this hatched area of 10%, for parts of, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Wichita, Norman, up here, near Lawrence, Kansas. So we're really keeping an eye on these areas for that tornado risk if it does come true here for today. And storms should be initiating around the afternoon to evening time frames, just to give you a heads up on that. As we look at the wind, like I said, this northern flank near Kansas City, parts of Overland Park, Olathe, Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas. So that's what we're watching for, those high winds for that part of the severe weather outlook for today. And then finally, the hail. That's going to be the biggest thing all the way down here in Texas, all the way up to almost Nebraska border. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more hail in Nebraska as well. They might expand that north a little bit, possibly, because we were seeing some models that they were showing pretty decent lapse rates for parts of northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. So we'll just have to see what happens. So that's for today. Now, this doesn't end because we also have tomorrow's severe weather, which is also all hands on deck type of day, especially for wind. Wind's going to be a big thing again. This is kind of the same area we saw last time. A little bit more to the, I'd say, west than last time. We have parts of Iowa in it now, parts of Wisconsin, parts of Ohio, Indiana. The whole entire state of Indiana is in this. The whole entire state of Arkansas is in this. So going to be a very busy day tomorrow for portions of Chicago, Illinois. Even parts of southeast Wisconsin, like I said, very large area, all the way from the Arklatex all the way up into the upper Midwest. So gonna be a very busy day tomorrow, it looks like. And then for Thursday, we have this area slight risk that's gonna be kind of in the same areas. And that's where we're going to see that flood risk really intensify with these training thunderstorms for parts of, these areas in Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Indiana. That's where the biggest flooding concern is. So let's take a look at that really fast. Also, by the way, we have a day 5 outlook, or sorry, day 4 outlook for, look, same area. So this is a big thing. And then we have for the day 5, a little bit to the southeast, parts of Dixie Alley getting involved. So it's going to be a pretty busy week of severe weather in general. So let's talk quickly about the rainfall. This is for the next 3 days. You can see portions of Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, the Boot Heel, up into Indiana, Illinois. A lot of rainfall. 2 to 4 inches of rain, maybe more for the next couple days. And as we really get into the next week, look at that. I mean, this is about 10 inches of rain for parts of Arkansas, Kentucky, Missouri. That's a lot of rain. If that verifies, that would be historic rainfall for spring, for sure, in a very long time. So this is what the National Weather Service in Paducah is saying. They're saying up to 15 inches of rain the next, through Saturday. Evansville, 15 inches of rain possibly. Hopkinsville, 10 to 15. So, like I said, a lot of rainfall. Make sure that if you are in these areas, be advised. Make sure you see higher ground. It's going to be a very dangerous situation with the flooding. And then for parts of Memphis issuance area, like I said, 10 to 15 inches for Corning, Jonesboro. A foot of rain for those areas. Memphis up to 8 inches. Even parts of Mississippi here, Tupelo 3 to 4 inches. So, like I said, very big rainfall potential for most of the middle half of the country. So, definitely going to be keeping an eye on that. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is the temperature outlooks we have. So, as you can see, cooler than average temperatures for portions of the central United States, all the way from Texas and, parts of New Mexico all the way into the Northeast. So cooler than average temperatures to start off April. So if you like cool temperatures, there you go. And then we have warmer than average temperatures for parts of the western half of the country, parts of Washington, Montana, Nevada. So those areas may be warmer than average. And as we get into the next couple of weeks, we have that cool weather, shift east, portions of Florida. My area is going to be seeing some cool average temperatures, even parts of Atlanta, Georgia, where Joey is. So, going to be a cool start to the first couple of weeks of the month here, which I'm happy for. I live in Florida. It's going to get warm. So, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Make sure you keep up with updates from this channel. My name is Rob. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Make sure to experience the extreme with EWV. Have a great day.